Hi, I'm Carcina.
Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back. I've been noticing some things, and it's just getting quite suspicious. I know it's quite early. I might catch this a little later on in the day. You know, everybody going there doing their, dizzle. But let's get through this, because this is some real spill here. When I smell something fishy in the water, that's why I say when people, they tell on themselves sometimes by the things they do and the actions. And it's kind of like weird because it's like it comes out of left field. It's like, damn, that's a hell of a reach. Like, where the hell that come from? Now, I'm not saying nobody can like the show that Gil got. Okay, there's people that's gonna like the show. It's just gonna be, you're gonna have some people that might be fans of the show. That's fine. But the problem I have is this delusion. There is a real delusion of grandeur here. Now, and it's like an agenda. So it's not like somebody's like, oh, they made a mistake, or this seems like a direct targeted attack because you're starting to see a pattern. Every time somebody who's on the show that this person supposedly likes says something, these people seem to come out of the woodwork, and it's just like the LeBron people, how you have Nick Wright come out every time with a LeBron hit piece. And you're sitting there and you're watching it like, what is that about? Like that was out of left field. So now, all of a sudden, you're starting to see something that just comes out of left field, and it gets your attention because it doesn't make any sense. Now, I remember surely when all of this stuff was going on, and I said to myself, no, maybe this isn't the case. Maybe I'm tripping. You get that maybe I'm tripping vibe. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know here. You see, I did a video about a week ago that's getting a lot of traction. Yeah, okay, there it is. I'm like, wait a minute, who who got my voice? Yeah, so I did a video that was getting a lot of traction, and it was about the show. And it was talking about how the numbers are going up while Gil is off the show. And I guess it's starting to reach people, and, Gil don't like that. For whatever the reason may be. Because all of a sudden, we get this hit piece. I actually show the numbers and show how the show is actually doing better. So it ain't just my opinion. The show is actually doing better without Gil. You heard Claude Davis died, but you ain't heard nothing till you heard my Patreon video that I got right now on Clive Davis on the Patreon. And this is the stuff you didn't know about Clive. You're going to want to go there. And definitely the Michael Jackson one is still number one, but Clive might be taking it down. But now a lot of people wanted to see the Justin Bieber story. Okay, well, all right. I'll put the other one on the shelf then. I just think people just skipped it or just missed it or something. But anyway, let's get back to this. Here's where this is going to get crazy. Because Low seems to be the main one coming out with a Superman cape on. Him and Marcellus Wiley. They come out with the weirdest Gilbert Arenas takes I've ever heard in my life. Not the show, Gilbert Arenas. But claim they're fans of the show. First of all, when I hear fans of the show, I automatically know there's a problem. Because the show, the way it was structured before, was ridiculous. They can't even tell you what's good about it. To tell you, they just watch clips. They don't watch this show. Come on, stop. Now, let's go to Lowlights.
How he answers this LeBron-centric question.
First and foremost, I want to say shout out to Underdog. I had to wear what I'm so proud to be wearing, giving us the opportunity to be able to show and prove I just want to be able to.
He's sucking dick. Crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't anticipating a nigga to say that you're sucking dick. Nah, my nigga, that's I don't even know what to tell you, bro. Why are you though sucking dick? Like, why are you kissing ass? Why is it that we're talking about LeBron and where he's going for agency and out of nowhere? First of all, my nigga, you have a fucking Underdog gimp suit on right now. Underdog head to toe, hat and shirt. Now, why is this all important? Well, let me go ahead and explain something to y'all, bro. The season is over with. And if Gil's contract came to a conclusion that we all know, because give you a little bit of backstory, Gil is no longer on this show because his contract concluded. After his contract concluded, it seems as if like him and Underdog cannot get on the same page on how they want to reinstate any type of relationship. And so they gave the moniker, the title, Gil's Arena back to Gilbert Arena. And then he has decided to change his own personal channel to Gil's Arena.
Gil's contract is not up until the end of this month. For everybody who want to know the real, Gilbert contract is not up until the end of June. So at the end of June, like in a couple of weeks, 10 days or whatever, his contract will be up. So then he could do whatever he wants. But they basically told him, go ahead and take the name back. He don't have the show back. He got his name, so he can create another show and call it that. You can call it doo-doo dumb dog shit. Underdog don't care. They don't care. So what is the name for them? Why would they hold on to Gil's Arena? They don't need it. Obviously they don't, right? So for the people that's out there listening, that's what that's about. Okay? So I'm just trying to get y'all into reality, man. That's all my job is to do. Bring reality back into this, man, because this is horrible. This is absolutely horrible what I'm hearing right now. And talking about riding D and doing all this, it's like, dude, what are you doing for Gilbert Arenas right now? This is ridiculous.
He has been hinting at this idea that there will be another show because he sold this channel to Underdog. And so if Gil's contract is done, that means that a couple of other people on this panel, their contract is about to be over with as well. And it was interesting to see what was going to be next for what used to be the biggest sports show on the internet. I could only guess for this.
It wasn't the biggest sports show on the internet. That is a falsehood. There's plenty of sports shows on here that was bigger than Gil's Arena. Okay? The show was built up on bots. And as you can see, none of that resonated over into where it needed to go. That's why they were canceling the show. That's why they got cut. Why do you cut a number one show on the internet? Because it's not performing the way it's supposed to perform. People didn't know their jobs. Low, me and you had this conversation. This is why I find puzzling. Me and you have had this conversation on your platform. When you were like, I can't believe what's going on. And I'm like, I've been telling him the whole time what was going on. Told you 6 months ago on your platform. I came up there when y'all asked me the LeBron questions and everything, your whole crew, and I answered y'all questions. And we talked about this, and I said, Lo, what are you doing? What are you talking about? And you were like, I can't believe this. And I told you what the play was, why he was in that, how the contract was structured. It's not a 50-50 contract. It's their show. He is not the boss. He's an employee. I told you. I told you it was worse than 50-50. Way worse. And you see how worse it is? The show's still going on, and he on the couch. Josiah contract ends in August, I believe. His contract ends in August. So he won't be able to move to like the end of August. Now, I know because Gil gave me the information. You know he's not the brightest tool in the tool shed, right? Lo, you know better than this. But this is where you go way off the rails.
This nigga to come up here with an underdog shirt, hat, talking about thanks to underdog for giving us the opportunity is fucking nuts. Not only is it nuts because if I'm anyone on that couch, I would be pissed that this nigga is saying this publicly. If I were to try to negotiate a contract on my own, you're making it more difficult for everybody else for bending at the knee and just saying, thank you, underdog. Thank you. They should be working in unison to try to figure out, hey, let's all try to get something relatively close to where we are at. But when you have companies like Underdog, especially in the position that they're in, they're going to go to the weakest link first to just throw some crazy ass low number to them. And they know that Rashad is probably going to take that faster than Kenyon, BJ, and Nick Young, mainly because Rashad, and this is no disrespect, this is just this irrefutable fact. He's stated this multiple times. Rashad McCants not only has earned less money than everybody else on this platform, because I want to say, and I double check this, I want to say he only signed one contract because he was already out of the league after his rookie deal. Yeah, there you go. Rashad has only earned $7 million in his NBA career. I say only because if you take out taxes, $3.5 million. And then he also said that there was somebody that took advantage of him back in the day. So, I mean, if you left with $3.5 million, around 3.7, and then even if somebody took $1 million away from you, bro, that was we're going up 20 years ago. Actually, we are right at 20 years when he had signed that contract. So there is a very realistic chance that you blew through $20 million, especially when somebody, I mean, you blew through. So there is a very realistic chance that he probably blew through $1.5 million to $2 million in 20 years. Very realistic. Of course, he played overseas and played in the Big Three, but he don't have much else to really lose. Everything in this situation is to gain. And so now he's decided to publicly kiss ass to a company that they all should be in unison trying to get a deal done.
Low. To say thank you to Underdog, the company that basically paying this man. They're the boss. He's saying thank you to them for giving him the opportunity. Because, see, Gil brought him on the show, but without Rashad McCants being who he is, the show wouldn't have worked. You take Rashad McCants off the show. Remember, there's no Kenyon Martin yet. So he ain't even there yet. You got no Rashad. You got Gil, BJ, Miko, and I don't know who else. That show be dead in a week. Gil does not move the needle like you think he is. He do like what he do with you. He pay. He try to buy your attention. And your allegiance to him for some weird, odd reason, I don't know what he's convinced you of, but this weird obsession with Gil is like, why? Really? Like, why? I just don't get it. So my thing is this, and follow me on this. Why should they all be in unison saying that we're going to fight for a deal when they knew 6 months ago this was going to happen? I told Gil 6 months ago that they're going to condense both of these shows. You think they're going to keep paying for 2 shows? No, they will reduce this down to 1 show, and they've already been cut and fired so many people because you're not making the money for them. They don't care about your YouTube numbers. That don't do anything for them. You forgot your job, Gil. Your job was to get signups. You was a sham wild pitch guy. You needed Rick Ross on the damn show. Rick Ross would have sold it for you. Yo, download this app. They get paid $1 for Gil. Anybody use the Gil code, they get $1 for everybody that signs up. Anybody that signs up, they get $1. Then Gil, he said he get $1 for every subscriber. He's like, I get $1 for every time they get a subscriber. So it was like, okay. Then the YouTube money, he said, man, we split that 50-50. So they splitting the YouTube money with you 50-50. Okay, Gil, whatever. Skip Bayless was his employee. He said Underdog can't work with nobody without him anyway. So if he leaves, the whole show is over. But everybody signed new contracts. So I don't know how the language is in the new contract because when they re-up, they all signed a new deal. But their deals are individuals. Rashad McCants didn't have a deal. He had a pay-by-week, like a pay-by-show salary. He made probably $1,300 a week, if I'm not mistaken. $1,300 a week. That first season, first contract, he didn't have a deal. He had a temporary, he wasn't a host of the show. He was a guest. So he was paid as a guest appearance every time he showed up. So every week he was getting a $1,300 check. You know how I know? Because he wanted me to do that for $1,300 a week. He was like, man, if you and Kwame was here, shoot, I'd had you up here. You start off at $1,300 a week. I'm like, $1,300 a week? Are you crazy? I'm going to go to spend 3 days for $1,300 a week. Nah, you can keep that. Because then he going to be my boss. But then he's like, look, now they millionaires. Everybody got a big contract. They get paid millions of dollars. I said, well, that's great. But you see how long it lasted. Now they got to go run around and look for somebody to give them a bag. Who the hell is that? Okay. Now they got to go run around looking for somebody to give them a bag for a whole new show, hoping that this jump off. Because, see, they were thinking they were in the podcast business. No, you're in the show business. Underdog do podcasts. Y'all want to do a show. You're in 2 different worlds, Gil. This is what I told you when you was counting Shannon Sharp's pockets. Trying to steal his agent, Jamie Horowitz. Shannon ain't happy about that either. And oh yeah, he know all about it. So listen, because I showed that the numbers were going up and I showed this, all of a sudden this video pops up with some of the most egregious things I've ever heard.
So you doing that is fucking up any negotiation power that we all have. So that's tough. And I have a hunch about other things as well because there's been a lot of things that's been going on with this platform. But I'm gonna let the clip continue.
I just want to be able to.
He's sucking dick. Crazy.
Oh shit. Oh shit. I almost spit that damn water everywhere.
I guess the gloves off, right, Nick? I guess the gloves are off.
Oh shit.
Then I shook your hand before the show.
Well, I talked about my lung. LeBron
Damn.
said that.
Oh,
Can you
Damn. Okay.
It's Glaze Wednesday.
You said this.
Okay.
There's a-
Well, thanks again.
Almost,
Thanks
yo.
again. Thanks again. You know, obviously he's picked sides,
Shit.
so we already know where he's gonna go.
Oh.
So back to my point.
As I said. So they, like he said, pick sides. He's saying he's going to go with Gil, right? He's going to go with Gil. I'm gonna be honest with you though. I like, nigga. Why are you even talking about that in a LeBron segment? Why are you talking about thanks to underdog? And that's not the first time he said that. He has said that 2 other times throughout this past year that I remember off the top of my head. I don't watch as many episodes as I used to, but he has said that a couple of times. And so for the simple fact that this nigga is talking about thanks to underdog, it's crazy. Apparently he.
Why would that be crazy to you? I don't understand. What is so crazy about the fact that the man said thanks to underdog? Why would that bother you that on his show the man says thanks to underdog and all of this? Why would he do that in the LeBron segment? I don't give a damn what segment it is. What does it bother you that the man is thanking his employer? And you saying that's sucking D. Now, why would his man say that? Well, the guy that's sitting on the couch, that's the question you need to be asking. Why is he coming at him and saying he's sucking D just because he's thanking the people that got him up there? The people that gave him a real contract because of how well he was on the show. Because he didn't have a contract when he started. He was a guest and then became a host. Because of his talent or what he did. Why don't you talk about what he actually done on the show, dude?
He said it again.
Give another shout out.
Hold on, wait. He said it again?
Shout out popping, nigga.
Say take a pay cut.
Hold on, give another shout out to somebody.
Can he?
Hold on, give another shout out.
Shout out to Underdog.
Take a pay cut, right?
Shout out to World Wide West.
Yeah, give another shout out.
Shout out to Rich Paul.
What you say, dog?
Say you take a pay cut. Is there?
Well, what is this segment? Hold on.
Y'all niggas gonna glaze or you gonna
Turn it to a hater.
you gotta embrace that shit, man. We in the championship. I'm not gonna fuck about what you talking about. I'm not gonna fuck about what you talking about. You bringing up Wemby in comparison to LeBron.
Yes.
That's tired. I'm tired. That's a tired
No,
thing.
it's turned into a hater.
That's
It's
tired.
turned into a hater.
You gotta embrace that. That's not nothing new.
You're a hater.
I've been a fucking hater since I was born,
And it's
nigga. You gotta get used to it.
Now, I've never heard you call BJ a D rider, right? Because the way he be capping for LeBron with no facts, no stats, just his personal opinion that ain't even based on basketball.
Yeah, get used to that shit.
You say
Hey.
So you can't get people.
This is the haters ball. Hate. Who you mean?
People crazy.
Let me hear motherfucker over there and say this motherfucker back again, motherfucker. Yeah. Hey.
Scrambling because they need to piece together another show because they not only have lost Gil's Arena, Gil being the star of the show, or at least the face of the show, but they also lost It Is What It Is with Cam and Mace. And matter of fact, and if you actually look at the show, It Is What It Is. If you look at the show, It Is What It Is. You can see at the bottom, there's no more Underdog logo. Go back to maybe like a month ago or something. Let me go back. Here it is. It's like, whoa. So not too long ago, as you can see, the logo's there. The Underdog logo is there. So they were brought to you by Underdog, sponsored by Underdog. However, they lost that show. Then they lost Gil on Gil's Arena. So now they need another face of the network because they're scrambling. DraftKings.
Oh my God! Listen, I'll check with Mace and find out what's going on over there. But as far as this is state of the art, crazy talk I'm hearing over here.
I think they're associated with Barstool. Prize Picks, they don't like to do big shows. What they tend to do is just go with a couple of podcasts or a podcast network, and you put our logo at the top. That's it. Underdog has been trying to sponsor full-on shows. They lost Cam and Mace, they lost Gil, and so now they need a new face of the network. And this is what I'm going to guess that's about to happen. Skip Bayless, who I would hope and pray that Skip is intelligent enough to know how to negotiate. Skip is probably thinking to himself, okay, I just got done getting paid $500K for this 1 year, probably a test run on an NFL show. Now they don't have Gil, they have more money. Skip could easily come back and say, hey, give me $1 million or 1.2. They're probably going to say yes, but what we need you to do is we need you to do both shows, or we're going to combine the football and basketball show together as one show and just have one big sports show where you.
That's what's the move, buddy boy.
You will be the face of the show, right?
Well, yeah, it depends on how the contract is structured or
I'm almost 100% positive that's going to happen, not only because he's already doing it. That's why he is on this episode right here, because they already have him on as somebody who's a part of the basketball show now. He's a part of the basketball show. So he's already on a basketball show. They're about to have him do double the work, but he received more pay, and he's about to be the face of Underdog Sports Network shows, right?
Bingo. But this is because you have someone who's bad at being a boss. Now they want to be the boss, pretend to be the boss, and don't understand. We told y'all all of this. I told everybody. No, it's like a swami. How can we all see this except for the people that's going through it? He just don't like to say we're right. Kwame Brown told him. I told him. Now you see what the situation is. This man was told numerous of times by numerous of people he didn't want to believe it. But when you said it, he acted like it was the gospel.
And now they got to figure out how they're going to fill the rest of the cast. McCants, who will take anything. McCants is an individual where he got 2 crackers. Somebody come to him with some cheese. He going to take it because before he had nothing. That's where he at right now. He is not in the same position as everybody else on that platform. And so then
you don't know Rashad McCants. Lowlights do not know Rashad McCants. Rashad McCants, I don't think has ever streamed with you. If I'm not mistaken, BJ, Gill, and Josiah have. But I've never seen Rashad McCants cam up with you. Not saying he didn't. I'm just saying I've never seen that. But you don't know that man's financial situation. So for you to come out and say, oh, he'll take anything. You don't know that. Because somebody used to be broke. That don't mean, hey, they used to be broke. Hell, a lot of people used to be broke. Don't mean they took everything that came their way.
When he gets in front of a camera and say, "Oh, thank you, thank you for the cheese with the crackers," it fucks up everybody else because now Underdog believes they can just pay everybody else crackers and cheese when everybody else knows.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, Jesus Christ! Because this man thanked Underdog. Now Underdog can say, "I could pay y'all less money." Do you realize, have you ever been in a contract negotiation, Lo, with a corporation? Like, who you do business with? I'm starting to look at this a little crazy. I'm like, corporations don't move like that. That's some low level, this is not like Sam's Garage or something like what are we talking about? Hey, he said, thank you. Yeah, I can get him I'm gonna get him a free muffler. Now I don't have to give him the free muffler discount. It's like, what the hell are you talking about, dog? This is $1 million in contracts. They're not gonna say, oh, he thanked us. So that means I ain't gotta negotiate with you because Rashad McCants thanked us. They're all individual contractors. They're not all signed in one big group. It's an individual contract with every single one of them. So because he said something, don't mean that's going to mess it up for the whole group. They're not negotiating together. Damn.
know that there's more money that could potentially be made. That's just a fact.
No, it is.
And to even further, how underdog should have less leverage, how underdog should not be able to run around thinking that they should have the capability, and I have no idea why, but the capability of just throwing money around. You can look at the viewership. Look at the viewership numbers.
So he goes and brings up the numbers, the same numbers I brought up. Now he's going to bring up the same numbers I brought up on the list. But he goes to this part here, and we're going to use the chart that he brought up. I'm glad you brought this up, Lo. But you don't feel that they're in the position. You don't know why. Because they have the money. They're paying the money. What you mean you don't know why? They are the ones with the money. They got the product. They're the ones that's pushing out the work. Y'all pushing out the work, they paying you. Whoever got paying the money, writing the checks, they're in control. What do you mean? This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Talking about a reach and a glaze. But let's go to this chart. I want to blow this up so y'all can see this directly. Low, man, I can't wait to talk to you about this. You on trial. Payola, the whole nine. Let's go.
The viewership numbers have gone down. So in 2024, let me make this bigger so y'all can see. In 2024, May of 2024, 45 million, right? 44 in June, 36. Now we're entering the summer, and in August it drops because in basketball season ain't nothing going on. 2024, it goes back up, November, January. So we're good. March of 2025, it peaks at 60 million.
Yeah.
They're peaking at 60 million.
Yep.
It goes back down again, August, nothing going on in NBA season.
Yep, it dropped all the way down because nothing was going on in August, right? Then when it started to build back up, this was like August of 2025. Keep going.
They probably took a break as well, and they're renegotiating. If we keep going.
That's February, right? That's February. Guess who was still there in February? Gil. Keep going.
March.
Look, March, Gil was there. Look where the numbers at. Pretty low, right?
This year, it's 24 million. Matter of fact, 32 in February when the Super Bowl is going on, and then 30 in January when it's both football and basketball. They're only doing 30 million.
Yep. The money's been cut.
Now, for me, that would be fantastic.
He was like, for me, that'll be fabulous. And right, for anybody, that would be fabulous, right? But look, what you didn't show is that Gil was there all this time. Gil has been gone since May. And you're not here at the chart. See what the chart is doing? It's going up. So right when it's going up, how are you saying they're getting less views? Because you're going back to way back in 2024. Gilbert Arenas was there into May. And since he's been gone, the show is still steadily on the incline going up, as you can see right here, which you clearly ignored. You went to point out one narrative to make it look like, oh, the show's gone down since Gil's gone. See, this is what we talk about, people, with misdirection and bullshit. That is a clear misdirection right there. That's crazy, Lo. This is crazy even for you to do something like that. What is your connection with Gil? Now, don't that chart look like the chart I got right there? How it's trending up? 0.7, 0.6, +8, +9. These companies that pay money, they just don't throw away money and continuously do it. They saying, hey, we're not getting nothing out of this that we thought we were going to get. I think it's time we might have to cut ways, or some people going to have to lose some salaries. So they start trimming the fat. They start cutting the people out. You and I both know he had too many people on staff that he's paying for. He think Underdog's paying for it. It's coming out of his end. Man, you talked about that. You don't need all that people. He's like, I think I need that for infrastructure. Infrastructure? Dude, you don't need a chef, 12 programmers. You know, like, what the hell? This ain't network television. You got a CBS deal? The hell? You thinking you filming a network sitcom? You don't need all that. Me and Lowe was both like, yeah, he's right. He don't need all that. But he wants all that stuff. Hey, the more to him, man, the more the merrier. But come on, man. You look corrupt as hell right now. You look real suspect. You are looking real suspect with your glaze for Gil. Because it is not making any sense whatsoever.
$30 in January. When it's both football and basketball, they're only doing $30 million. Now, for me, that would be fantastic. That would be lovely. But coming from a year where you just hit 60 in March, 43 in February, and 38 in January with no football show, you are now regressing. You're regressing. And you did that because even though there's a football show now, they fucked up their algorithm. And so now you're in the algorithm pushing out football content to a basketball audience, and they're not watching. And so now you're going down. And what makes it even worse, I wouldn't be surprised that these numbers are slightly inflated because they're more than likely uploading not only more content because it's both football and basketball in terms of live streams and videos, but they're probably also uploading more short form content as well. And it's still declining. Still declining. Here's what's about to make it even worse, though, because apparently Gil has a clip. Let me pull this up as well. If what Gil said is true, that he has another show, or because he's been hinting at this idea that there is another show that he's about to start. If it is true that he's about to start another show, it's done. It is done. So let's see.
What is done? This is what motivated you to make this video? Because you saw Gil talking back to them or whatever?
There's no way that any of you all, and I don't know if King will be back, because if history serves us right, if Skip Bayless has his way, I done seen King and already crash out way too many times, over talking people, and we all know that's not how Skip Bayless rolls. He want to get his point across. He wants to flow. He don't want nothing to deter from what's happening, because, I mean, to be fair to Skip, semi-producer, he knows what's going on, right? He wants the content to flow and nothing to get away from that. They done already done that 2 or 3 times. I can't.
Oh, man. So I know you seen my video. Okay.
Remember where Kenyon was Kenyon just crashed out. Like, and I don't know what happened, but I saw the clip where Kenyon Martin started crashing out for no rhyme or reason.
Don't rally back.
That wasn't the question. Like the question about the next.
Oh man, you could have.
See, like he like look, you can see Skip right here. He's like, man, this shit is so tiring already.
I see. I be triggered. They just be shaking out. Let me talk, because I let you talk. But damn.
So look at where he been doing this for a second. Look at how Rashad is about to kiss ass to Skip, because he knows that Skip is about to be the new face. So he got to be on the right side of Skip while also being on the good side of Underdog, so he can make sure he can secure the money he needs to secure.
Even sit still.
What was the question about? The next?
Yeah.
What do we think about the next win?
I appreciate you sitting still. Let me talk, because I let you talk. But damn. I see. I be triggered. They just be shaking out their body.
Oh man, you could have. Wait,
I'm
could have.
Can't even.
You said what? Next.
Ah, damn.
Well,
And as a sidebar, this is bad content. I just want everybody to know this is bad content. When you are deviating from the conversation, and I don't know what's going on here. I think he was trying to ask a question with another question and deviating from what's happening, and so now we're fucking up the flow of the content, and everybody's trying to get you back on course to answer the question so we can keep the ball moving, right? But here you are pivoting once more, and we're trying to figure out why you're doing that. And then I think Kenyon's about to blow up for some strange reason.
sitting shit.
God damn. Like shit. What the hell? Let these niggas talk. They can't even sit still. What the fuck is in y'all bloodstream? Y'all good? Damn, Nick.
You sitting shit.
Like, who is
Damn,
y'all?
Nick.
Like, call names. Who is y'all?
Kenyon,
I ain't
Nick,
saying
and
shit while you was talking,
Brandon.
motherfucker.
Okay, so
I ain't
why you
saying
saying
shit.
something right now?
I ain't said shit because you said y'all. Motherfucker, put a name on it.
Everybody.
No, I ain't said shit while you was talking.
You
I said
saying
that
it right now.
Yeah, because you said y'all, you included. I want to know who the fuck y'all is. Put a name on it.
Everybody in here
Like,
is
no, it
talking
ain't
while I'm
everybody.
talking.
I didn't say shit while you was talking.
Why are you getting loud?
Because
though?
you said y'all. Put
I'm
a name
sitting right
on it.
beside you.
Put a fucking name on it.
And this right here continues for like a good 2-3 more minutes, and it was cringe. There's a reason why I didn't even talk about this. It was in the middle of the finals, but just cringe.
Oh my God, just cringe, really? Sorry about that. The guy's doing my lawn. Everybody pull up at the same damn time. Boy, that's crazy. Crazy work, man. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff transpiring. But he said that's cringe. That was really cringe. And people talking over and they get away. That's bad potting. Dude, have you been watching Gil's Arena for the last 3 years? They get off topic all the time, talking over each other, and it's the guy you glaze. He's the main culprit, screaming and yelling, blah, 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 talking over each other. The same thing that you said was cringe and was bad potting, this is the show you glazing. Make it make sense. You said it's bad potting, but you praised the show. But now since Gil ain't on it no more, it's bad potting? Listen. Then he said it was cringe, y'all. Then he said it's cringe. I didn't even cover this because this was cringe. You didn't cover it because Gil wasn't on there. But you said it was cringe. Let's get back to that. Lowe said it was cringe. Okay. Was it cringe when Kenyon Martin was on there? Right? It was so cringe you couldn't watch it. But you damn sure was on there when he's talking about Draymond and was going off, right? Oh, it wasn't cringe then. It wasn't cringe when he went off on the junkie. It wasn't cringe then. What happened? I thought it was cringe. Is that what we doing now? All of a sudden, something's not cringe anymore. This is what we do, man. We get in these situations and it start going crazy. We start coming up with all these crazy analogies for no reason to justify an agenda. Call it the way it is, man. I mean, my gosh. Was this cringe? Was this cringe, Low? Rashad McCants is a quitter. Was that cringe? Oh, this one, the one now. This one. You ducking the smoke. You are all about the drama. So how is it cringe when you heard two people debating a point and you have covered it plenty of times on your show? When Gil was there, over talking people, way off subject, screaming and yelling, bad potting. You never brought those words out your mouth to say about Gil. Low. How much he paying you? How much is the bag? How much is the bag? That's all I'm asking, Lo. How much is the bag? Because you own the take. Once you told me that Jalen Brunson was better than Kyrie Irving as a player, more skilled than him and everything, I knew something was wrong. I'm like, something's wrong here. We all guilty. Well, y'all been guilty. I know a bad podcast show when I see one. Apparently not enough to get in shape. Hey, look, dude, his weight ain't the issue. You see, I don't talk about his weight. His weight is not the issue. His take is the issue. Kenyon being Kenyon and says this is cringe, but Rashad is D-Rod. Gil overtalk everybody, but he good. You know, these guys are emotional betas that follow the narrative. I try. I searched the internet for real people, and Lo be having some good takes, but it seems like he's more caught into the fandom side of it than the actual reality of it, and you're gonna run into that sometimes. It's unfortunate because you like people to be completely honest, and when they start lying to themselves and integrity and morals is like gone, I'll be like, oh man, dude, not you too. We already had another guy like that that was around and was trying to pretend to be, yo, man, yo, shout out to you and Kwame Brown, man. Y'all were the guys, man. Yeah. I miss the bullshit TV. Yeah, man. Now I turn to TMZ. I do anything to get on. Once you get those people, it's a nightmare. Yeah, I used to do sports. Now I don't do that no more. Now I do TMZ now. I just read shit off TMZ. That's how you get the numbers, man. I was like, Jesus Christ. Like, what happened to these dudes, man? They do anything to try to get on, try to find a flex. He see where way everybody else going, he want to go another way. Oh, I can get some money if everybody doing that. Oh, everybody saying Kendrick. Oh, I'm going to say Drake. Yeah, yeah, I'm going to say Drake because everybody saying Kendrick. Right. They going to get mad at me and I'm going to get the numbers. Oh, everybody saying that sentence was harsh. Oh, guess what? I'm going to go with the white boy. Yeah, they going to expect that coming from me, son. And then they keep playing that because they're looking for numbers. So, right, it's like I'm very disappointed. And that Low is taking this route that he don't even need this. I'm like, Low don't even need to do it. It's like, dude, what are you doing? This fool Gil gonna look up to you. You don't need him. Like, what the hell? Woo. It is the goofiest thing I have ever seen. It's like he's not a celebrity. Nobody deals with him. Like, nobody really deals with him. They just tolerate him. They don't deal with him. That's why I told you I just don't like phony, man. I can't deal with phoniness. If it's phony, can't be around me. I can't deal with it. I see people be phony, and I just be like, all right. I don't do your thing. David, I don't get jealous of people. I don't care enough to get jealous. I don't. Long as I'm getting mine, I don't care what the next man is getting. He can have 300 billion. I'm like, I was right next to Floyd Mayweather. Are you getting Floyd Mayweather type of money? Was you getting that? No. I was around Floyd. I didn't care what Floyd got. Floyd got millions in cash in my face. $2 million sitting on the table. I'm just like, and he was like, man, you ain't even look at the money. I'm like, it ain't mine. What the hell? I don't care about other people's money. I care about my money. That's it. So that's how I feel, and that's how I move, and I rotate that way. I keep it real. So whatever another person got, I don't get jealous over it. Why would you be jealous over something that ain't yours? We got to get back to the spot where we were men, being men. That used to mean something out here. Now it's just, we've lost ourselves, B. We got to get back to being real. Okay? Reality is this. Gil's Arena on Underdog is doing much better without Gil. I told you why. Skip comes from a television network. He knows how this works. He's been in television for over 20, 30 years. He knows how a production show is ran, how to take control over the show. These guys are not talking over Skip like they would Gil. They don't respect Gil enough. They respect Skip. Skip let them talk, and if they want to have their little back and forth, he'll back off, and then he'll get the show back on schedule. Get it right back on topic. Boom, 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 boom. He's showing Josiah what to do. Josiah's so just sitting there, be watching it like, Could I go there? You're supposed to be the moderator, dummy. Take control. Skip be like, okay, Josiah, what's next? And he was like, I think we're gonna cover this. You want to go, Skip? No, go to Brandon. I'll go after Brandon. Oh, okay. All right, BJ, it's on you. What do you want to do? So you look at this dude. Josiah sitting over there, don't know what to do. Skip knows he's sitting there quarterbacking the whole thing, directing it while he's sitting in the chair. Like, no, go to BJ. I will go after BJ. Go. Like, my goodness. Do the show. Don't just sit there with a laptop in your lap like. Well, on Twitter it says, who do you think has the best jump shot? Jamal Murray or Steph Curry? Twitter says this is a close matchup. What you think? Cookie cutter topics. Don't need it. So I'm out. Thank y'all for tuning in. Low, you got to do better, man. Lowlights, that's his clip. You can go to Lowlights and finish watching that clip of that video from Lowlights. I don't know what you're doing right now, man. I really don't know what you're doing. I'm out.